Welcome to Lento English. Ready to level up your English? Here we learn through stories, slow, clear, and fun. Listen, relax, and enjoy the journey.
One introduction. This is a story about a big fight. It is about two important people who do not agree. One person is Donald Trump. He is the leader of the United States. He is the leader for the second time. He wants to make a new rule for the country. A rule made by the government is called a law. So President Trump wants a new law. The other person is Elon Musk. He is a very rich person. He owns many companies. He is also very famous. Many people know his name. Elon Musk does not like President Trump's new law. He strongly disagrees with it. He thinks it is a very bad idea. So we have President Trump and Elon Musk. One wants a new law, the other does not like the law. They are two people with a lot of power. They are starting to fight about this law. This fight is happening where everyone can see it. It is happening in public. People around the country and around the world can see and hear about their disagreement. This story will show what happens when two very powerful people fight in public. It is a lesson about power and about how people with power can disagree. It is about a big fight over a new law that one person wants and another person hates. The fight is just beginning. 2. Friends in the past. Before the big disagreement you read about, Mr. Trump and Mr. Musk were not fighting. In fact, for a time, they seemed to be on the same team. They worked together and appeared to share similar ideas about some important things. Mr. Musk gave help to Mr. Trump. He gave money to support Mr. Trump's political campaign. This was a large amount of money, many millions of dollars. This showed that Mr. Musk supported Mr. Trump's plans and goals for the country. Mr. Musk also worked inside the government for a period of time. President Trump asked him to be part of a special group. This group was sometimes called the Department of Government Efficiency. The main idea behind this group was to find ways for the government to spend less money. They looked at different government programs to see where they could save money. During this time, Mr. Musk and President Trump seemed to agree on many things. They both thought that the government spent too much money. They believed it was important to reduce spending. They agreed on making cuts to some government programs. Their goal was to make the government smaller and more efficient. For a while, they were allies. They worked together on this goal of reducing costs. Mr. Musk used his knowledge from running big companies to try and help the government save billions of dollars. He was an important person in the Trump administration for this task. People saw them working together, and it looked like they had a good relationship. This was the situation before President Trump began talking about his new plan, the one he calls his big, beautiful bill. Mr. Musk stopped working in the government department before the big public fight about this new bill started. There was a small disagreement when Mr. Musk left his government job. But the really big public argument happened later. So, the two powerful men who are now in a big public fight were once close. They shared goals. They worked together to try and change how the government spent money. This past time of cooperation was very different from today. It shows how their relationship changed from working together to disagreeing strongly in public. 3. A bill for America. President Trump had a new plan for the country. He called it his big, beautiful bill. This bill was very important to him. It was a plan about government money and spending. The bill said the government would spend a lot of new money. This was a very large amount, like trillions of dollars. The plan was to use this money for different things across America. The details were in the bill, but the total amount was big. It meant spending much more money than before. When a government spends more money than it gets, it borrows money. This is called debt. The country owes this money and must pay it back later. The debt is the total amount the country owes. President Trump's bill would make the country's debt much bigger. If the bill became a law, the country would owe a lot more money. This would happen over the next 10 years. Experts looked at the bill and said the debt would grow by trillions of dollars in this time. So, for 10 years, the debt would grow a lot because of this bill. Some people thought this plan was good. They believed spending the money would help the country in important ways. Maybe it would help build new roads or schools or help people who needed support. They saw it as helping America move forward. Other people were worried about the bill. They thought a very large debt was bad for the country's future. They worried about paying back so much money later. They felt spending so much new money was too risky for America's financial health. The big, beautiful bill was a big topic for everyone. It was not simple. It was a long document, but the main idea was clear: more spending, more debt. President Trump strongly wanted the bill to pass and become law. This plan was different from some of his past ideas. Before, he sometimes talked about reducing government spending. He had even worked with people who focused on cutting costs. But this new bill was a clear plan for a big increase in spending. So, the big, beautiful bill was President Trump's major plan. It aimed to spend trillions of dollars of new money. This would make the country's debt much bigger over the next 10 years. This plan caused many discussions and disagreements. People wondered if the bill would pass and what the effects of the large debt would be. 4. Musk posts online. Elon Musk decided to go online. He went onto his social media platform, X. He wanted to share his thoughts about the new government plan, which is called the bill. He wrote several messages called posts. On X, he wrote that he thought the plan was very bad. He used very strong words to describe it. He said the bill was utterly insane. This meant he thought it was completely crazy and did not make sense. He also wrote that it was destructive. This meant he believed it would cause harm. Musk wrote that the bill would be bad for the country, America. He said he believed it could destroy millions of jobs. He also wrote that it could cause immense problems for the country in the future. He clearly thought the bill was dangerous for the future. His words on the internet quickly got a lot of attention from many people. Many people read his posts very quickly. News websites all over the world wrote stories about what he had posted. People everywhere started talking about what he had said. His angry words were heard by a very large number of people. This was important because Musk had been quiet and had not spoken about the bill for several weeks before this. He had not posted about it for a period. But now, he started talking about it again very loudly. He made it very clear that he did not like the bill at all. He used his powerful voice on X to tell everyone exactly what he thought. He wrote more posts about the bill. He said the bill would add a very large amount of new debt for the country. He thought adding this debt was a terrible idea. He wrote that he believed that members of Congress who had promised to reduce government spending should not support this bill. He even wrote that they should feel ashamed. Musk used strong and simple words to show just how angry he was. He made sure his message was very clear for everyone to understand. He used X to start a big public conversation about the bill. His online posts clearly showed that he was very unhappy with President Trump's new plan. This marked the beginning of a public fight between these two powerful people. He was ready to use his online platform to fight against the bill. He made his strong feelings very public for everyone in the world to see. His posts were seen by millions of people around the world very quickly. He used his very large number of followers on X to share his message widely with everyone. He wanted everyone to know exactly how bad he thought the bill was for the country. He did not hide his opinions at all. He wrote exactly what he thought, even though the words he used were very strong. He used his online platform as a way to fight against the bill. 5. A warning for politicians. Elon Musk sent a very strong warning. This message was for the people in Congress. These are the politicians who make laws for the country. Musk used his social media platform X to speak directly to them. He gave them a clear warning. He told them they must not vote to support President Trump's new bill. This bill is about government spending. If it passes, it will add a very large amount of debt for the country over the next 10 years. Musk believes this bill is very bad and will hurt the country's future. Musk said that if any member of Congress votes yes for this bill, they will have big problems. He made a serious threat. He said he would work very hard to make sure they do not stay in their jobs after the next election. An election is when people vote for their leaders. He wrote that any politician who promised people they would reduce government spending, but then votes for this bill should feel very bad. He said they should feel deep shame for not keeping their promise to the voters. He called voting for this bill, which creates the biggest debt increase in history, something to be ashamed of. Musk said he was very serious about this threat. He wrote that making these politicians lose their jobs in the next election is something he will definitely do. He said he would do it even if it was the last thing he did on Earth. This shows how important stopping this bill is to him. He explained how he would try to make them lose their jobs. He plans to support other people who want to become politicians. These new people will run against the current politicians who vote for the bill. He will help these new candidates try to win the election against the politicians he opposes. This is called supporting a challenger in a primary election. A primary election is an important step before the main election. If a politician loses their primary, they cannot run in the main election at all. Musk specifically mentioned a group of politicians called the House Freedom Caucus. He asked them how they can call themselves the Freedom Caucus if they vote for a bill that creates so much debt for the country. He called the bill a debt slavery bill because he thinks it will make the country suffer from money problems for a long time in the future. Musk's message was very clear and very public. He does not want this bill to become a law. He is using his influence and his money to try and stop it. He is telling the politicians in Congress that there will be serious consequences for them if they do not listen to his warning and vote against the bill. He wants politicians to keep their promises to the people who elected them. He believes that voting for this bill shows they do not care about the country's financial health or about keeping their word. He is watching their actions and their votes very closely. He is ready to act against those who support the bill he calls insane and destructive. This public fight between a powerful businessman and elected officials is a big event in American politics. It shows the power that people outside of government can have. Musk is trying to use his power to change how politicians vote. 6. A party for the people. Elon Musk's words on social media became stronger. He continued to talk about President Trump's bill. He said it was a very bad plan for the country. His threats were not just for the politicians anymore. He had a new idea, a very big one. Elon Musk said that if the insane spending bill passes, he will do something major. He said he will start a new political party. He even gave the party a name. He said he would call it the America Party. He explained why he wanted to start a new party. Musk believes that the current political parties do not care enough about the people. He thinks they care too much about spending government money. He used a simple idea to describe this problem. He said the current parties like spending too much government money. Musk wants a political party that truly cares about the people of America. He feels that the big spending bill shows that the old parties are not doing their job well. They are making the country's money problems worse, he thinks. So, his threat is now much bigger than before. It is not just about helping new people run against politicians in elections. It is about creating a completely new group in American politics. This new party, the America Party, would be against big government spending. It would say that the old parties are not good enough for the country. This is a very strong statement from Elon Musk. Starting a new political party is a very big step. It shows how serious he is about stopping the bill. He is using his power and his voice on social media to fight. People are reading his words on X. They are talking about the idea of a new party. Will Elon Musk really start the America Party? He says it depends on the bill. If the spending bill passes and becomes a law, Musk says the new party will begin the very next day. This threat puts more pressure on the members of Congress. They must think carefully about how they will vote on the bill. They must think about what Musk might do if they vote yes. Elon Musk is making his fight bigger and bigger. He is not just fighting President Trump. He is saying he is fighting the whole political system. He says he wants a party for the people. This is the newest part of the disagreement. It started with angry words online. Then it became threats against politicians' jobs. Now, it includes the idea of creating a brand new political party. All of this is happening because of President Trump's plan to spend a lot of money. The situation is becoming more serious. People across the country are watching. They wonder what will happen next. Will the bill pass Congress? Will the America Party be formed? The future is not clear yet. But Elon Musk has made his next big move very clear. He waits to see what Congress will decide about the spending bill. His threat is simple: pass the bill and a new party will appear. He believes this new party will be better for the country and its people. This is his promise if the spending bill becomes law. 7. The reasons for the fight. Elon Musk is very angry about President Trump's bill. There are two main reasons for his strong feelings and why he is fighting against it. The first important reason is about the country's money, specifically its debt. The bill plans to spend a very large amount of new money. This spending will make the country's debt grow much, much bigger. Debt is the money that the government owes to other people or countries. The bill could add a very large amount of money to this debt over the next 10 years. Elon Musk thinks this is a terrible idea. He believes that having such a large debt is dangerous for the country. He feels it is wrong for the government to spend money it does not have and create such a big problem for the future. He has called this part of the bill insane and destructive. He feels that increasing the debt so much is like putting a heavy weight on the country that will be hard to lift later. He believes that politicians should work to reduce spending, not increase it greatly. This big increase in debt is a main point of his anger. The second important reason for Musk's anger is about how the bill treats different types of businesses. Elon Musk's work is in new areas like electric cars and clean energy. He believes these technologies are the future and are important for the country to be strong and modern. However, he says President Trump's bill does not help these new, forward-looking industries. He says the bill cuts support and money that helps businesses like those making electric cars. Support can mean help from the government, sometimes with money to help new ideas start and grow. Instead of helping these industries of the future, Musk believes the bill gives help and money to old industries. These are businesses that have been around for a long time and use older ways of working. Musk thinks this is unfair and a mistake. He feels the bill is hurting the chance for the country to be a leader in new technology. He says it helps the industries of the past while damaging the industries of the future. Because of these two big reasons, the very large increase in the country's debt and the bill's focus on old industries instead of new technology, Elon Musk is very unhappy with President Trump's plan. He believes the bill is bad for the country's money and bad for its future in technology and business. This is why he is speaking out and fighting against the bill so strongly. His anger comes from his deep worries about these two important things. 8. A difficult choice. This story shows something important about politics and power in a country. It is a lesson about what happens when powerful people do not agree. Now the members of Congress have a very hard decision to make. They are in a difficult place. On one side is the President of the United States, Donald Trump. He wants them to vote for his big bill. If they vote yes, they support the President and his plan for the country's money. The President has a lot of power because he is the leader of the country. But on the other side is Elon Musk. He is a very famous and rich businessman. He is also very powerful because he has a lot of influence. He used his social media to tell the members of Congress not to vote for the bill. He said it was a very bad idea because it would make the country's debt much bigger. He also said the bill would hurt new types of businesses, like companies that make electric cars. Elon Musk made threats. He said that if members of Congress voted for the bill, he would try to make them lose their jobs in the next election. He said he would help other people run against them. He also said that if the bill became a law, he might start a new political party. He said the current parties do not really care about the people. So the members of Congress must choose. Should they listen to President Trump and vote for his bill, this might make the president happy, but it might make Elon Musk angry. Or should they listen to Elon Musk and vote against the bill, This might make Elon Musk happy, but it might make the president angry. This is a big problem for them. Both men have ways to hurt their careers. The members of Congress promised the people who voted for them that they would do a good job. Now they must decide who to follow. The whole country is watching this fight. People want to see what the members of Congress will do. Will they vote yes or no? Who has more power in this situation? Is it the president or the rich businessman with a lot of followers online? The result of this difficult choice is not known yet. The future is not clear. This decision will show who has the most power in this important disagreement.